It's really pleasure to be here today, talk about something which is very much passionate to me, and then connect all of us in one and another world travel. Whatever it can be. It can be a leisure, business, educational, personal growth, or away, whatever it can be, uh, I'm in that position to connect people, and I'm in this industry for last 27 years, and I'm into different levels, and then I came up to this. Uh, like you know, Let me share that presentation which we have here. Okay. A small introduction about travel industry, about the past and then the future. Uh, like, um, just a second. Travel industry is actually a very large, industry, and then it's really most dynamical sector globally. Hope everybody agrees that, it even trillions of dollars globally, economically, and then it create jobs. You can say it's a travel industry. It just covers the hospitality entirely, wherever we go, we need airline to travel, hotel to stay, restaurant to eat, and then all other local commodities related to the travel industry. And it become the old days, there are certain level of people who travel, and now it is entirely changed. And then world become, very small, and everybody would like to travel. And I mean, if whatever the reason can be, it will be a business, leisure, or whatever. But there are from every year, prospectively, like 25 to 30% of the, 30% of the travel, it's increasing day by day, all over the world. It's globally actually. And then the top, tourist, income, if you can just table it, it will be US, which has taken the first position, which is $1.47 trillion. Their economy is, based on tourism, they get incomes, and then China comes the next, which is 0.91 trillion, and again Germany 0.37, and then Japan, and follows by UK. So, however, the industry never been statistic, evaluating consultants driven by technology and global events, and then behaviors of the travel and concerns too. And actually, the travel industry normally, if you come to travel industry, it just we have to divide it into two parts. No option, because the travel is entirely different before COVID, and it make a very big changes after COVID. People are, the new segment of the travel comes like wellness travels. It become more attractive for a travel people. And then after sharp, pandemic, it become generally, it become very strong, and the travel no longer the same time. The greater focus, it's become health and safety first. And then preference of the bookings, options, increase interest when meaningful and purposeful travel, and people are now more conscious about why and how to travel, and then not just where they wanted to go, that way it become actually. And previously, and then industry wise, the travel, it become more into like, like, um, they were just like, prioritize their need first, then even if it is a business travel, they wanted to make it little, the business travel itself contents of the leisure travels too, That's what that there when they wanted to, the traveler wanted to become their travel most efficient and economically. And then the next one which we are talking about is the rise of sustainability and responsible tourism, which is one of the most important trend today. It's sustainability, one of the most significant trend as it's going demand and sustainability. Travel today is a more conscious than environmental impact. They are asking the questions like, is the hotel is eco-friendly? Yes. What are the things comes under this? Like we have like lot of, the online platform like Airbnb, Trinito, Travel, Villas aside, especially in UAE, if you take people wanted to have a travel for the business, but at the same time, They will bring their family along, and then they will, enjoy after office hours or something. So in that, a big groups comes, like they don't wanted to stay in the hotel. They wanted to stay in the place where they can enjoy, the lavish life. So they are choosing villas for that matter. And there are platforms you can book villas, individually, one to one. There is no between, there is no connections between the, persons, like you can say, like, if I have a villa, I don't need to just part my portion of commission or something to the travel agent or to the, to the wholesaler or whoever it is. I have a villa. I can post my villa in the social media where I will just pay very bare minimum. The charges goes to them, which like there are places they are just quoting for 50 dirhams margin. There are villas you can get it, this entire GCC you can say. So villas can be there, and then Airbnb. I have a flat. Yes, I have a furnished flat available here, so I can just sign into Airbnb. I can just throughout yearly. I mean, like instead of getting a rent, I can get throughout the tourist people come in and staying there, like, and they will also get economical one, like not like cancellation, strict cancellation policies about the hotel and all this stuff. Like they are very flexible in things, and it is easy also to get them, direct connectivity, you can say. And then it's a tool supports the local communities. Yes. Okay. Local communities in a sense like the food, and then all the other amenities to that, which is closer to that. How can I reduce my carbon footage while traveling? That is also coming a major role here. As result, this business adaptations, eco-friendly accommodations, as I told you, these are the things which came into the market. Destinations promoting conversation effort, which is like, there are local travel agents. There are, if you are taking a place in, near Burj Khalifa and all this stuff, it is very easy. You can have your, the travel desk sitting next to that apartment wherever the Airbnb is having it. Like you can easily book your tours and everything. Or there are a lot of, when you are entering into Dubai, for that matter, there will be a booklet given to you, which you have this much discount, you can get this, you can get that, all these informations in one leaflets. These are the informations will really effective for the travelers to choose their experience and support and local communities, actually. The sustainable tourism is no longer niche. It's become a standard expectations of the traveler who is regularly coming into, a place, or the new exploring the new places, basically. And again, as I mentioned to you, that pre-COVID and after COVID, it become like, it's become very, vast, and, everyone knows everything. Like, the travel agency is not a rocket science. It's become like that. Just, my the 10 years old boy, when we wanted to go to US, he's just framing the itinerary. There are a lot of AI came into the picture where, before the travel agent will give you the itinerary to the customers. Now, the customer is giving itinerary to the travel agent to make a bookings, and then to, whatever they have, they wanted to make it happen. That's when it's become, actually. The technology continues the revitalize the travel experience. AI made a very big role in the industry, as other industries, actually. From AI power come recommendations to the mobile check-ins and biometrics boarding. These and all we are doing it in airport and other places. Even the travel industry forced to, adopt those informations, basically. And then they have that, I mean, the service, like, we don't know, like, we are sitting here in one place, and then the things happening from other end, which is very, seamless, and very continuous services to the customer. That's when it's become like, it's nothing to, there is a new island which is there, more than, I mean, the travel agent, whoever is sitting there in the same region, doesn't know, because one traveler came into that and then they just make a video and post it in the Instagram. And then we get informations like, many informations from the Instagram and then social media. It become like that basically. And travel apps like, which is, everywhere, each and everything, you just need to sign up and your first trip is having a 50% discount. These kind of, things come into the market in a very larger way, and they plays very big role also in the travel industry. And then the smart traveler, like again, artificial intelligence, like even first you given one or your information in one, it picks everywhere, like, when they address you the next time, they'll say, hi, Mr. So and so. They call it, and virtually even all the destinations, airline is adapted, travel agencies mostly adapted, and then the DMCs, destination management companies adapted. So AI become a very big role, and it is very easy for the travelers now to fulfill their expectations and convenience, and it is very speed. And then customizations, like, they don't wanted to waste their timings, like, I have 4 hours, what should I do? Just they are putting any charge GPT and things like, must see places, I have 4 hours in Dubai, what should I do? This will make itinerary in a time wise and it will give you. So they have to either book it directly or maybe like go to the travel agent, whoever there, whoever available, whoever known to them, they just book it. I want this. I want to finish it in this time. That's it. So it become very easy now once the virtual and, assistance and everywhere, it's very common and very simple nowadays. Travel is no more, it's a burden now. It is very, very easy to travel actually. And earlier it was developed, the developing countries and all this stuff. Now, no more. It's very easy and very simple. AI made the digital transmission and smart travel. They are really made a very big role in the industry, basically. And apart from this, when you say the people posting the pictures and videos and all this stuff, it makes further easy to the traveler, whoever it is. And then growth and then experience travel. Actually, the modern traveler is no longer satisfied with just visit destination. They wanted to experience them. Instead of simple sightseeing, people are seeking the cultural impressions, the local pushing experience, adventurous activities, and authentic. I wanted to explain one thing from here, where that AI cannot compete that the travel agents, local travel agents. Is only one thing. It will give you all the informations, whatever you wanted, whatever you have, whatever you ask. But when the real travel agents, when they goes, they will ask you what is the age of the people. Okay, adventurous travelers, these are the things available. Okay, they will tell you, they will explain you, okay, these are the groups, in these groups, it's easy to do it. These are the age group, it is not easy, When they choose it, like we separate them and the age wise, and then their circumstance wise, and it comes to the leisure travel, its travel agent made a big role, and then they given the proper informations about that, and whether it is choosable or non-choosable actually. For example, travel might choose the cooking classes with the local instead dining in a restaurant, a village homestay instead of the luxury hotel, a guide cultural tour instead of generic city tours actually. It's a seeing is different and experiencing is different. The agent, whoever is there, they will show you, Burj Khalifa, for example, I can take a Burj Khalifa. Burj Khalifa, it's you just go to the enter into the mall, and then they will go to the place and you will just take a picture and that's it. That the experienced travel agents, what they will do, okay, there is a place behind that. You can have your view in Burj Khalifa when you take a picture. We will cover the background, background of Burj Khalifa picture and with them. And we knows that place wherever it is. That DMCs, basically, they have this type of informations to the traveler, which give more advantage, and then seeing and experiencing. These are the things which the local agent gives basically. And then it's again, we go back to the COVID. After this, we that work remotely, that industry actually, it become very easy. I I have to have the knowledge of it, and I'm not to be here in UAE to give a quotations and to give informations and everything to the travel agents. We normally, I'm sitting in Dubai and I mean, we have offices in China, Philippines, and all these places. I sit in Dubai and I give a quotation for Philippines traveler who is going to travel. Since we are a B2B agent, these are the things we do actually. And London, we have office in London, but their working hours and our working hours is different. So wherever, I mean, we need to work 24/7. So remote work places have made a very big role actually. One of the most fascinating development in this, not only in a tourism industry, for any industries in that, for that matter, actually, which is more companies are following flexible work arrangements. People are no longer tired, single location, sitting and going and coming back, transportation, all these things are, troubleshoot by this work. After this, we learned in a COVID actually. So individual work remotely, wherever they are, we can able to do it. The country responding, offering digital numbered visas. Even in Dubai, you can have your you don't need to have your 2 years work visa here. You have a professional visa which is helping them to come and go. For example, I'm sitting in India. I'm doing a travel agency. I can say I'm a DMC in Dubai. I have my license in Dubai, but I can sit in India and do the to the agencies. I can run the travel agencies by sitting in India. I can introduce myself as a DMC for Dubai, and I can do everything in India actually. So these are the things we learned from COVID actually. And then space, and then I have one operation team, which is very minimal people and then vehicles. I can operate my entire business sitting in one place and do in another place. These are the major things which come in the industry, and it become a lifestyle also, actually speaking. And then challenges for the industry and future outlook. Despite of growth of industry in several places, there are challenges, rising the cost and then inflation. Like, you can say now, recent times, everybody aware of this war situation. Though we have a very less tourism in UAE, the cost of the transportation, the fuel, subsequently it is just changing 40 fils, 30 fils in the first change per liter, and again it become 40 fils. So these are the changes will definitely affect the tourism, as you know. And the environment concern, of course, yes, like, in many point, like it's that Iran US war, it's made all the places, like, if you see Lufthansa, they have 200 flights, and then the routes are suspended because of this financial crisis. And Air India in India, Air India and Indigo, they have reduced 35 to 40% of the, air traffic. For example, like, 2 flights a day to Mumbai to Chennai, it become one. 4 flights, it's become 3. They made it like, they cannot able to run it because of this current situation, basically. And then over tourism population and destinations, like, another thing is like, these are the main thing, like, where, there are popular destinations, but, the people who is serving for that, it is very less, basically. This is one of the major things also. And workforce and shortage. Even if you have a very good, team, there are one place, like, if tourism means, as per the travel agency side, tourism means like it is a ticketing, holiday, inbound, outbound, events, and all these things, like, I can take one person who is really good in ticketing, who will not suit for the inbound or outbound or something. So that shortage is always there. The professionals shortage is always there in the industry. And then again, for example, even if I wanted to hire a person for, in this circumstance, like, no, we will not come to that place. It is always in a gray area where, easily war and all this stuff and kings rule things. Everything is coming to the places, and then these are the, really challenge facing. And we spend a lot of money for their visas, then they don't like it, they will just leave, and then all this money we will not get it back. It is refundable actually. So these are the things, like, we really face it in our industry. Not only in UAE, not only in India, not only in Philippines, in London, anywhere. It's general actually. Generally, bringing one person to another person, they have to make comfort, we have to make them comfort, and then the work starts, as and when they have to adapt into the current market. All these things will really challenging, at least for the starting few months. Basically, later on, we will do the troubleshooting and all this stuff. That is later. But these are the things we are always having challenges in our industry growth, basically, and its sustainable long-term growth, actually speaking. Looking ahead, the travel industry expected to continue evaluating with its great emphasis of sustainability, continuing at technology and innovations. Yes, everybody has to, update themselves to the technology and innovations where they go. It's a simple example I wanted to give you here. The way 4 years back, I had a guest from US who came, and then they have enjoyed our services, and they just say, okay, come, we will go, we are going. Just they said, our people, we wanted to meet your boss, like general manager, whoever. When we said, like, okay, come, like, what happens? The drivers, the tour manager and drivers just call us and give. They said, madam, your service is excellent, everything is good, but unfortunately, that I wanted to give a review, which is not really, I cannot able to do it, like, marry a technology, madam, then you can have, you will be, known in the world, like, that's what they said, 5 years back. So these are the things, like, each and this is every travel agencies for that matter, they have to just, mm, uh, adapt their current technology and innovations, and then expanding. It will be again expansion of emerging the travel market. Being we are in, 4 or 5 countries basically, and this is one of the prime thing we should do it, and increase the focus to the travel. And we have to divide it, the traveler also, leisure traveler, business traveler, and to understand them, and then to give the service efficient. These are the things we must do that, on a very uh, good books and good note, for a future travel. These kind of things can be smarter, greener, and more personalized services to the industry, basically. And then conclusions, like, if you take the travel industry, it's not just the recovery, it is revealing itself, the challenge of travel, expectations and technology and advancement, the global challenge of shaping a new era travel. For the business adaptations to those trends essential. For the traveler, it means it's more meaningful and responsible and enrich experiences to them. And then travel will always be remain powerful force to connect one place to another, and connect to all of us for that matter. And its evaluations and reflects and changing values of our world, actually. And again, this is not the end of it. Like, each and every segments, like, here, apart from this, I just wanted to give something like medical tourism and wellness tourism. It become famous nowadays. Like, these are the another segments. It's ocean basically, and apart from this regular travel, these also become most powerful nowadays. And thank you so much for the time, and then uh, joining here with your guys. And it's really good introductions to get all of them. Mr. Gautam, thank you so much for the opportunity to meet all of you. Thank you. You have any questions or anything, like, you can free to ask me.
Yeah, sure. If anyone have any questions, you can shoot it up. because we see the digital transformation, how it changed the
Yes,
all industry.
yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, Arman, I was expecting you. Yeah, I was missing you from long. Yeah, tell me. Tell me, Arman, what do you want to ask?
Sir,
Yeah.
how to join with ma'am and work, sir?
Oh, I see. We will give her number. You can write to us, then you can speak to her directly and see how, this can be helpful. Yeah? Okay,
Thank you,
Arman?
Arman. Anytime you can have us like, I mean, not, I mean, in this places, wherever we are free to help and we can connect inshallah.